boom! That is that. Yeah, have a drink. All this talking just makes you thirsty. Almost gone as well. But yeah, that's all I have to share with you. Trying to remember what happened during this week. That is a good question actually. I really don't remember. I had to write a detailed letter about my appointment with the Pinnacle people. As you've seen last week, that I made a vlog on it, but the Friday after I was told to write what happened, and I did. I can get it up and talk about it. Just a second there. Because it's been a week and my memory just goes completely. I can't focus on all this smoke, dear. Probably got bad back. Where's that air freshener? There it is. Hang on. I might be able to kick. Oh, get in here. Got it. It's this. Smooth, satin and moon lily. It really does stink that bad. Keeping this with me. Only used for air-wick refills. Well, tough not anymore. Right then, let's get that letter up then, shall we? Wherever I put it. Pinnacle people, there we go. A very long, detailed letter. I'll try and skim through it. Come on, load up. It's loading. Okay then. I won't go through it completely, so it's quite long, it's just under 1,000 words. This synopsis is about the events that have taken place during the course of my interview with the company known as the Pinnacle people. The event began on Wednesday the 20th of May. I was due to arrive at Age UK in Lincoln at 2 o'clock. Myself have a tendency to arrive just a few minutes early. Breathe through my nose, not through my mouth. Appointment. I arrived at the establishment around 1:50. I announced myself to the receptionist that I have arrived. She showed me to this. Sorry about that, my memory card got a bit too full. I was just reading my statement synopsis letter. Where were we? I can't remember. So I'm currently at the reception. Let me keep turning you this way. There you go. Let's see. She told the gentleman I was meeting for my interview that I had arrived. Within moments he called me in. He firstly introduced his presence by giving a soft handshake and showed me into the office where we would talk about my idea and what Pinnacle could offer me. Now I do understand that he required a few moments to get my details before we could talk more, but it seemed to me that he knew nothing. I remember sending a copy of my business plan when my first appointment was booked, so I assumed that he would pick it up from something, from that or related. I felt lost and confused from the lack of interaction from the gentleman. Usually, when you enter a meeting or an appointment, the host makes the first interaction. However, he did manage to address something, and that was him asking, "What do I know about Pinnacle?" I spoke to him about what I know. There was very little information on their website. Realistically, the only information on the website that was written was only just about funding and mentorship, which is really the main thing I require. I require guidance from someone who is in the know. I know how to get a plan sorted, and I know how to start up the business. Hang on. Spoke to him about information on the website written down, blah blah blah. Sorted and know how to start up a business and go live. There is that little bit of information I need to learn about to hit the final step. The gentleman then addressed some new information. He told me that the Pinnacle can get my business up and running within 8 weeks. This seemed quite strange. I have tried to gain a good following on social networking sites, and this has taken me months to build up for longer than 8 weeks. I've taken workshops to understand what to do if my business has gone live. That was just under 3 months. In polite terms, I find it's extremely impossible if a business needs to be created properly. He went to ask me about my business idea. I handed over my business plan, and thus he skimmed through it multiple times. It wasn't again till another long pause before he started asking me questions that were covered in my plan. This is quite the annoyance on my part. I have spent my time working on my business plan and getting it reviewed by a number of people, all understanding what I want to do and how I'll be doing it. He asked me, how are you going to see your clients when you're out in the field? This was extremely an irrelevant question. My desire is to work in the small businesses, and most small businesses are located in the local market areas. Plus, having frequent transport to businesses is extremely crucial for them in ways to gaining more new customers and hiring employees. I cannot stress enough how much I said this and want to go down this route as a starting point. Plus, he goes on to say, how will I transport my equipment from the public transport? How will I transport my equipment from all the public transports I have been on? There have been plenty of space to transport equipment. This interview was extremely infuriating. Never once did the gentleman show any interest, made any eye contact with me, and ask more questions about my business idea, nor even seemed to engage with me. Plus, on top of the whole experience I have a sense that he felt that I wasn't welcomed. I wasn't worth the time. Just like the website and other items produced with the Pinnacle, he was completely unprofessional. At this point of the interview, 10 minutes have passed and I felt we did not achieve anything. Once again, the gentleman did not once engage or took an interest to who I am and what I am doing. The only thing that addressed to me was, or advised, was me to restart my driver's license, then push me forward a feedback sheet. He told me to sign it. He was extremely decisive to get the feedback sheet back from me, which I really do not understand why. He goes on to proclaim that he would be fair on me if they spent 8 weeks on me and I have no way of selling my product. Realistically, this was the only reason he did not put me forward on the program, which then interview would end, showing myself out the door. No light handshake. With no hesitation, this was the worst interview for my business I have ever attended to. The only thing that was wasted on that day was my time. 15 minutes of my time. To say the company is simply based on helping people start up their ideas. They really discourage and unwelcome you. I find it deeply saddening that they continue to do such behaviours. There could have been many incredible entrepreneurs growing and expanding today, but thanks to their lack of consideration, some sadly back down. I, Rachel Sweet, will not stop. Sweet Essence Media will be born and it shall grow. It will grow and become something incredible. And that is actually the whole of my letter. And that's made me thirsty. I said I was only going to read parts of it, but if I just read parts of it, it wouldn't make any sense at all. But anyway, that's all I have to say about what's happened. I think I should leave it at that note, because nothing really amazing happened during the week. Wednesday, No. Tuesday and Wednesday, nothing really. Friday, I'll be going back to see Chris the advisor, talk about my letter and what's going to happen next with Pinnacle people and when his meeting will be. But yeah, I'll talk to you more about that when the time comes. And I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. It's a bit more lengthy and meaty than previous vlogs. That's because I have something to really throw out and, you know, get the ball going with Pinnacle. You know, hopefully put an end to their rubbish. Really. I really wish I could talk to these people who gave up with their business idea, because it is really upsetting, and I want to help them out along with me as well. I mean, I can't mentor them because I need mentorship for my own, you know? Yeah, lots of helping out I want to do, but just finding how to do it and where to go and what to do, that's the main issue. But anyway, I am going to call this video done. I hope you enjoyed today's or this week's vlogs. And I will see you next week. I'm going to go get myself a drink because I'm thirsty as the dickens. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like, a favourite, and also if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. That'd be the best. And also thank you to everyone who has literally subscribed and stuck on by. It'd be great. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see you next week. Bye 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 bye. Wah.